September. Hey. 9th month. Going along with this like divine mother theme. Pull up my pants. My shirt's making me, it's bothering me. Yeah, so our divine mother energy for the year is going into labor this month. It's our 9th month of being preggers with our new life and birthing this new existence into being. And I'm really excited because there's going to be a surge in creativity. There's going to be this sense of getting really like on solid footing with your life. Everything is in its place. Everything is like the pistons and the engines, everything is running really well. You're being really adaptable. You're really getting the best at what you're doing, and you're like putting things firmly into place. The other side of this month is it's like you're better off than you've ever been. You're kind of getting into the weeds and you're getting defensive and protective of your energy because you feel this like creative surge coming on. So feel free to take some time off. Like, you know, people take a mental health holiday. Like if you have flexibility in your schedule or whatever, or freedom in your job, take some time off, take a staycation. It's September and you've worked so hard and you've earned some time to yourself, and this year has been such like a slog. So take some time to play, to create, to revamp your creative spirit. You've been in the forest, you've been in the thick of the trails, but you've kind of hit this dead end. It's like, oh, you've plateaued. I don't think this is one of those dead end moments where it's like, well, you're in a dead end thing and like just throw it all away. I think you're just like, like a plateaued. I'm like, it's not a rock bottom. It's just like a, hey, like circle. This is just a place to like turn around. So I think it's about taking it slow, taking a chance to rest, taking advantage of swan energy who's coming through with grace and beauty and creative power like no other time. This is that flow. This is like what every artist, we all wait for those days where we're in flow. September is going to give us that kind of artistic inspiration, and we have to show our devotion to our muses. We have to show up for them. We have to be devoted to them. And so if we need to take time off, feel free to take time off, because you've really established yourself this year as the King of Pentacles. Like your kingdom, your household is in order. You're really building, you know, resources and establishing yourself and really getting yourself in a healthy spot and getting your life in a healthy spot. And your kingdom is just, and it's being ruled and reigned in prosperity and in balance. And so you can take a few days or whatever you want to do and take some time to play and get inspired and celebrate and follow your creativity and just be free. You don't even have to plan to work on anything. Just be available and free to play and get inspired and follow the muse. When you don't have a day planned out to the T, you're free to get sidetracked and go on a tangent and like accidentally go down a rabbit hole and create something awesome. I know that some of the best pieces of art or like objects that I've ever made were days where I just like found myself just sort of like accidentally end up doing it, and it's just like, oh, I made this today, and it's like, wow, that's one of my favorite things I've ever done. Number 1 card in the Goddess Oracle deck is about adaptability. So go with the flow in September. If you're being presented with some easy time off, don't get uptight about it, just take it. Be adaptable to change. Be adaptable to make change, to adjust as we go. And you know, scientists, their strength is knowing that they don't know everything. They're always under the assumption that they could be wrong. So that's kind of the adaptability of this year is like, oh, I could always be wrong. Like maybe this, you know, what do I need to let go of? Like it's so hard to quit sometimes. We're so like ingrained to like stick it out, keep doing it. And it's like, well, quitting must mean you have like commitment issues or like, you know, you quit at everything. It's like, no, sometimes you just know it's like, it's not a hell yes. Like I tried it. Like I don't have to like do this for the rest of my life. I remember when I was growing up and I was like interested in the impressionists and artists and writers of the expatriate time period of like the late 1800s and the early 1900s and the Bohemian and Victorian, you know, crossover period. I was always like, why did these people like, then they gave up painting to pursue their passion in photography or writing? And it's like, why do you have to give up one for the other? And I realized that sometimes you're just like, too much energy and resources going into this. But the Swan also particularly talks about writing and poetry, and so if you have something to write, this may be a good time to get a writing project out and visit your writing. The Three of Pentacles is about being the best at what you do, being acknowledged for it, and being well compensated for it. And so it's like you're getting really good at what you're doing. People are starting to recognize it, and it's starting to take shape. It's starting to really turn into something. Seven of Wands, my friend the other day, Charity, had this great interpretation of it. She's like, she's putting like all of her like rods in the ground really firmly, and some of the rods are stuck more firmly deeper than the others. You know, some of them don't go as deep. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. And then there's like a cactus out back in the background, and it's like, don't bother yourself with anything that needs too much from you at this moment. Don't take on something that's like really needy or burdensome project. Like, don't take on don't go out and get a dog right now, or a puppy, or like whatever. Like, focus on what you're doing, save your energy, and save it for the fun things that bring you to life, and save it for the things you're working on. Because what I see in this also, like, she goes, she's full Barbarella mode, and I love that. I love being Barbarella. This I see as get back everybody, and it's like it's like defensiveness. And to me, this is me in my mini skirt, me in my mustard mini skirt. It's like, fuck off everybody. I need some alone time. I need some downtime to rest and recuperate, and like just not be needed anywhere. Don't forget you knew me. Like, during those times, sometimes I need alone time, and then it's like the whole world wants me to join in and do things, and like, oh well, you have time off now, let's fill it with like plans. And I'm like, no, this is the kind of time off where like you need to be like in the most comforting, around the most comforting people who like feed you, like nurture your like joy to like make more and help you recuperate when you're tired. And that's it. And you need to be alone, and you need to like have your introverted like recharge time where you like, you know, gather your senses and play and get creative. All right, September, labor pains are starting. We are taking some time to have the baby, to have the creative baby. Get the doula, call the midwife.